Menehune. The very name whispers through the valleys of Kauai and across the Hawaiian chain like a secret carried on the night wind. In Hawaiian tradition, the Menehune are a race of little people, no taller than a child's waist, who live deep in the rain-soaked forests and hidden ravines far from human eyes. They are said to be master builders, gifted engineers who prefer to work only after sunset. By dawn, their work must be finished. When the first rooster crows, tools are dropped, and the Menehune vanish into the shadows. No one knows exactly where they came from. Some elders say the Menehune are Hawaii's earliest inhabitants, a people who settled the islands long before Polynesian voyagers arrived in their double-hulled canoes. Others believe they were a skilled artisan class who later retreated into the mountains as new chiefs claimed the fertile plains. Over time, their memories shrank, along with their stature, until they became legendary beings living halfway between this world and the next. What sets the Menehune apart from fairies and elves of other cultures is the very real stonework attributed to them. On Kauai, the Alikoko fish pond, often called Menehune Fish Pond, stretches nearly a mile along the Halea River. Local lore says two chiefs once challenged the Menehune to build a pond capable of trapping fish for their people. The reward was a single shrimp apiece, hardly princely payment, but the Menehune agreed. Forming a human chain from the quarry miles away, they passed water-worn stones hand to hand under a full moon. By dawn, the massive wall stood finished, its stones so perfectly fitted that even centuries of tide and storm have failed to break their bond. Farther west, high above Waimea Canyon, runs the Kikiola Ditch. Carved into sheer rock, its finely dressed basalt blocks create a precise irrigation channel once essential for taro cultivation. Again, tradition says only the Menehune could have crafted such seamless joins without iron tools. Throughout the islands you hear similar claims. A heiau here, a roadbed there, all said to be laid in a single night by countless invisible hands. Storytellers describe the Menehune as shy yet mischievous. They avoid human contact but are not malicious, unless disturbed. If you camp near a remote stream and wake to find perfectly stacked river rocks, or hear the tap-tap-tap of tiny hammers long after midnight, you may be trespassing on a Menehune worksite. Offer a whisper of apology, leave a bit of food, and be on your way. Those who spy on them or attempt to steal their secrets risk sudden rock slides, missing tools, or waking to find their campsite mysteriously relocated. Children in rural Kauai grow up on tales of Menehune games. They are said to enjoy ulumaika, rolling stone discs along narrow courses, and konane, a Hawaiian form of checkers played with black and white pebbles under the glow of torches. In these stories, laughter drifts through the forest, yet no figures can be seen. Parents smile when their children return home claiming they heard cheering in the gulch, for it means the Menehune have accepted them and no harm will come. Over time, archaeologists and historians have offered competing theories. Some argue the word Menehune may come from the Tahitian Menehune, meaning commoner or people of low rank. In this view, the Menehune were not tiny at all, but real workers forced into the uplands by invading chiefs from Oahu or Tahiti. To preserve their skills, and perhaps their dignity, they labored at night, hidden from conquerors. Generations later, memories blurred, and a marginalized group transformed into sprites of legend. Yet physical stature alone cannot explain everything. Folklorist Mary Kawena Pukui recorded chants describing Menehune leaping from tree to tree, moving stones too heavy for 10 men, and fashioning fishhooks from hardened rays of moonlight. These accounts blend history with mysticism, suggesting the Menehune are as much guardians of sacred knowledge as they are displaced artisans. Even in the 21st century, sightings persist. Ranger logs in Koki State Park tell of hikers who report distant singing on windless nights. Farmers on Kauai's North Shore recall finding new irrigation stones arranged with uncanny precision after heavy rains. A retired road crew chief once insisted a small arch bridge he'd measured on a Friday was 6 inches taller when he returned Monday, though no machinery had passed the locked gate. Skeptics dismiss such claims, but islanders know better than to scoff aloud. Respect, after all, is the safest path when the unseen might be listening. The Menehune also appear in modern celebrations. Each year, elementary school students paddle canoes down the Halea River in a race honoring the fish pond builders. Costumed keiki perform a hula depicting a moonlit stone-passing line, keeping the story alive. Tourist shops sell Menehune figurines clutching miniature ukulele, but ask a kupuna and you'll be reminded these are playful caricatures. The real Menehune are neither dolls nor garden gnomes. They are part of Hawaii's spiritual fabric, and their true faces are veiled in night. Why does the legend endure? Perhaps because the Menehune embody a uniquely Hawaiian idea that great deeds can emerge from humble hands, and that the land itself remembers every kindness and every insult. They teach humility. Humans are not the only architects of this world, and they challenge us to see wonder in remote valleys and moss-covered stones. Stand before the Alacoco fish pond wall at dawn, and you can almost sense tiny footprints in the dew. Listen to the morning surf beyond Hanapepe, and the hush between waves feels charged, as if 1,000 invisible workers just slipped away. In an age of satellites and smartphones, the Menehune remind us that some mysteries refuse to be mapped. They build in the hours when most of us sleep, shaping history without demanding credit. And maybe that is their greatest gift. A nightly invitation to believe that impossible things can still happen, carried out by small hands working together in perfect silence. If this journey into the hidden world of the Menehune stirred your imagination, like this video, subscribe to Beachside 365, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another legend of the islands. Until next time, may your path be clear, your heart be open, and your nights filled with wonder. Aloha.